Hi YouTube, it's me Josh. See something wrong with this? This pulley doesn't line up with this? There's a reason for this. I moved this clothes washer pump because that electric motor is going to be going away. This is a very heavy bugger. As you can see, it probably weighs a good probably maybe 10-15 pounds. That's all cast iron. At my disposal I have two engines. The yellow engine that's running, that one, I had to do some work on it. I put new recoil starter bolts so this thing isn't flopping around. And this engine, this is the first video I've made of this. This is our Larson H20A. It's my grandpa's. Guess which one is going on this? I'll give you a hint. It's not the yellow one. The reason is because this one might be a candidate for that for the chop saw. If you're wondering, I'm in my grandpa's garage. This one is going on this. I already got the pulleys on it. The muffler is somewhat shot. As you can see, it has a hole on it. The tank is somewhat dirty, but yeah. This is a 3.5 inch cast zinc pulley. This is a 2.5. This one is going to be what drives the water clothes washer pump. Guess what this other pulley is for? I'll give you 3 guesses. No, it won't be to drive another. Actually, I'll just tell you. It will be to drive this DC electric motor. Yes, I'm going to make that white engine power a light bulb. And I'm going to submerge it into this bucket. And these are the piping for my washer pump that the electric motor was driving. The reason behind this is because with that I have to bring a generator to the Lakehead Harvest Reunion. With this, I do not have to. I just have to keep the gas tank full. This one runs fine. Yeah, I had to adjust the main jet on here last time due to it would hunt at full speed. This is the same clothes washer pump I had. This was one of the mounting bolts. I just moved it back because here's the main reason. Because with that electric motor, the pulley had to face this way. But with this gas engine, it's gonna sit like that, somewhat in the same location. I need to deal with that because this thing turns the opposite direction as the electric motor. The 5 horse is way overkill for this clothes washer pump, and plus that looks pretty ridiculous with that 5 horse. This white engine is much more suited for that application. As you can see, this will be driving this. It be more like somewhat like that. I had to get a longer belt due to this is a Mitsubishi General Purpose V-belt 3L240. The reason for this is because with that 3L210, this thing was smushed up like that, and it was very somewhat tight. Now with this, see, there's much more clearance. It's probably a good maybe 1.5 inches. Yeah, the DC electric motor will most likely be going here. That will be one of the last projects I do to this, due to I have to do several things to that. I have to take these brackets and modify them for that DC electric motor, which, yeah, sorry, I'm pacing around in my grandpa's garage. I have to make a bracket for this end and this end for those mounting holes. These two right here. These are the brackets that's going to hold it on here. It's probably going to be, actually it's going to be like, I'm not totally sure how I'm going to do that now. I could do it either way. Sorry. Because I bought this belt for this. I was talking to one of my instructors. He was a good, he worked, so I discussed him. Basically this is going to go here, then the pulley is going to go there or over here. I'm not totally sure. It actually could go there, make it a much neater package, or go like that. I'll just have to reverse polarity. And I'm not totally sure on that, and looking at that belt isn't straight. Now, yeah, I'll have to use a straight edge to make that right. Then what I'm most likely going to do is spray some like water, or just dribble some water in here so I know where the holes go. And use these. It's an eye-lock nut. Several washers. That thin one is for the top bolt. Most likely they're going to go in like this, just because of clearance. Then these two washers right here. This one is a thick washer, because I bought these bolts before I realized that this is a 5/8 piece of plywood and not I think a 1/2 inch. Wait, no, 3/8. I don't remember. Well, anyways, these washers, the thing will be about there. So yeah, I just have to mount that, and hopefully I get a run of that. I like this engine due to it has an air filter and a governor system. And yeah, the old, yeah, that. I have to figure out a throttle for this. Looking at, interesting. Yeah, who knows, I could just use this. But I'm not totally sure. Yeah, and you guys haven't ever seen what the Kohler K91 looks like tore down, basically. That's basically what it looks like. Here's the flywheel. I'll have to take this off. I have to take this muffler off to take the carburetor off. Yes, I've tried to take the carburetor off with that, and there's just not enough clearance for this bolt here and this bolt here. Yeah, and if you're wondering what bolts I snapped this one and then this one right here. This gear reduction is 6 to 1. It's like another 2 to 1 to 3 to 1 to the belt. Yeah. I've taken off the points. Here's the cowling. Here are all the parts that I've taken off. These are the points. They're in pretty good nick, even though they're a little bit smooshed. This camera won't focus, but yeah, they're a little bit smooshed. Yeah, this was stuck. Now it's free. This was a little bit stuck. That's the gas tank. That thing was rusty inside, beyond rusty. Yeah. This is just a workbench that I've been using. This is the chain. It's number 35 chain. Yeah. This thing was disgusting. Sorry if I got any on you. Yeah, it's coming there. It still needs a little bit of work done. Probably a good spray cleaning. If you wasn't familiar with this project, I took some. This is my grandpa's lawn tractor. Some CPVC pipe. This is the intake. This is the outlet. The filler on the intake. I don't know why I did that. If I was gonna build this again, I would put the filler on the output, just so there isn't any air bubbles. Because this is how it's set up. The water comes in here, and yeah, it can push air out there, but yeah. This motor turns at that electric motor turns at 1,750 RPMs. This one I'm going to try and get like 1,800, something like that. It's a pretty close match for those. Yeah, I'll probably have to replace the muffler. Depends on how it sounds. Do oil change on this. Do oil change on this, because this is black and this has been run hard. This one has been just sitting, and of course the oil's black. I bought 2 different types of oil. Straight SCA 30 for the yellow engine, just to help get a little bit more compression, and Castrol GTX 10W30 for the white engine, because I want to protect that white engine for many years to come. I don't know where I heard this. Maybe one of you guys told me, was to basically hold by the flywheel and hit it. Yeah, this PB Blaster works wonders. Yeah, I know I overdo stuff. One quick note on how this engine was mounted on the base plate. These were the engine bolts that hold it on. Yeah. I'm going to buy new ones that are the proper length nylock nuts, and make it a lot easier for the next person to service it, because not a lot of people do square nuts anymore. And who would use like a countersunk screw for an application like this? Who would? And then double nut, same again. Yeah. This is one of the head bolts I snapped off. I don't know where the other one went. Yeah, those are the 2 screwdrivers I've been using. Yeah, we bent this a little bit, but that's not too bad to rebend. Yeah, this flywheel has a You can see it shroud inside the flywheel. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to get anything behind there, not to mention this small lip right here. Yeah, it does turn over. Sorry, I'm just rambling. I had to get the exhaust valve free. I don't know what the compression on this. I did a small compression test on that yellow engine. It turned up 20 pounds. This is the compressor. Yeah, my two-stroke generator has about 80 pounds of pressure, and my dad's snowblower has about 100 pounds of compression, and that's a Tecumseh 4-horse, I believe. A little bit smaller than this one. Of course, not painted yellow. I have the shroud that goes over here, but since I might be using this on that saw, unless I can't get that Kohler running, which is probably going to be a pain, I'm going to have a small problem. I think I did put... there's no bolt for this to go for a clutch, so I'm not sure how I would mount it. And yet again, that's probably when it comes. First priority is getting that Kohler engine running, so I don't have to use this engine, but this engine runs. Yeah, again, this came off a hard-working snowblower. It was used to run a 12-volt DC a battery charger up at our cabin. This one was supposed to be used on a go-kart, but it was rebuilt and never used. I bought that. Yeah, basically what I had to do was, when I was working on this, I had to replace that gasket and this gasket right here, and rebuilt the carburetor. I stole this off that snowblower so I would have throttle control. I wonder if that would work on that engine. Well, let me check and I'll be right back. Hi, it's me again. I just checked. The reason is because this hook doesn't fit this, and I think I'll have to use that screw. If not, I can cobble something together, just like this thing was. If people are wondering, this is how the governor linkage is set up. You can see the governor is probably in here. It's probably Irvine governor. I'm not totally sure. I could use this screw right here, because that's idle right there. And that must be the limiting top speed. I'm not totally sure on that. I'll figure something out. Yeah, this has one of those set screw deals, where it's a straight hole and then you thread something into here and you hold it by this. I could use this, just cut this off and then clamp it. But this is a little bit too long. Like for that saw, I think that would be able to work. And again, these are probably how it's going to be, is the nylock knots facing up. Yeah. Till next time, happy seaman, and hope I can get this thing running. Again, this fuel tank is somewhat dirty. Let me get a small flashlight for you guys to see. Alright. Okay, actually, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe just a little bit of dirt, but not too bad. Yeah, just some loose debris. Yep. I don't think I'll have to flush it out. I'll try and get this thing mounted today. and see if it'll fire up later or tomorrow morning. Talk later, and happy steaming. Bye.